welcome back to our podcast, The Three Titas. I'm Karen, one of your titas, and here I am today with Monica and Abigail. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
All good. I'm a little bit tired, not gonna lie.
I have no idea why, but I'm feeling so camera shy right now.
There's like literally no one else here but Gary.
I know.
And Chris left the room,
Yeah,
so I don't understand.
So call me when I'm done.
Yeah. I'm literally, I don't know, I'm just like...
Well, it has been a while. It's been about like a couple months, I would say.
It's been a year, girl.
Well, it's been a year since we first like put out our first podcast, like our first ever podcast. But I think it's been at least
2 years.
No,
No, because I remember last year.
No, Mavi.
Oh wait, it might be.
It's been 2 years.
Someone fact check.
Sorry,
on
it's been
Instagram.
2 years.
Put...
Because I remember we tried to come back again last year.
But we did it. But
And
that's
we-
why we recorded.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did.
And we made the plan.
No, it was 1 year ago.
Follow.
We posted our very first podcast, February 22nd, 2022.
And it's
So
2024, girl.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
So,
24.
It's 2024.
You know what? I actually did
it's never
recently
too late.
Oh my god, goodbye.
It's like 2 years actually. LOL.
Goodbye. You know what? That does make sense because we have all been very busy with our lives.
Oh,
so
100%.
that's valid.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk about what we're drinking today. So, would you all like to go first?
Today I'm drinking an iced chai latte with oat milk.
I told Karen to surprise me, so she got me a peach ice cream tea, peach, ice, is it?
It's passion.
Oh, shite. No wonder, because I'm like, what the hell is this? Okay, so it was a passion tea lemonade, ice, don't make, add peach juice.
Mine also says don't make.
It's because I made them before I paid for them.
No liquid cane sugar.
It was in like the event that I didn't get the stickers. That's why.
Got it,
It was
okay.
because of that.
Got it.
I am drinking from a jar this lemon, citron, ginger, like jam thing from Costco.
Yes.
And you just like either add hot water or cold
Gotcha.
water.
Is it
and then
good?
it's so good. You want to smell it? It smells so
Please.
good.
Is it so hot?
It's giving me
It's pretty warm right now.
ginger. I'm smelling the ginger,
Yeah, but it's
smells
actually
good.
very good. And there's like orange peels and everything in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And it was like my saving grace when I was sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
love
And it
that.
comes in a really big jar, and you can also
Yeah.
use it as like jam and other things. So it's like multi-purpose.
Love
So it
that.
doesn't need to just be a drink. It
We
can
love a
be food.
multi-purpose.
That's what I do if I'm sick. Just hot water, lemon, honey,
Ginger.
ginger. But that's
It
sometimes
sounds
too
like
much work,
it sounds
to
like
be honest.
ginger is not your
Yeah,
vibe.
No,
Yeah.
I don't mind it. It's just an extra step. I already do
Fair.
love
Because then you have
onion
to
love.
peel the ginger.
And if
then
you're
you just
sick,
like,
Okay, valid.
ain't nobody
valid.
got time for that.
But the ginger I find is the like spiciness of it like helps like clear your sinuses
Yeah,
when
for
you're
sure.
sick. And then I also have apple juice.
She has a dual.
One is hot and one is cold, so it's just yeah.
we love that.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, now that I know that it's been 2 years since our first podcast, I'm literally distraught.
Yeah, and we have how many episodes out?
5.
She said 5 episodes. But even including this one?
This will be 6.
Yeah.
So it's 6 episodes.
Yeah, so 6. 6 in 2 years. That's like 3 a year.
That's pretty good. If I do have to say.
1 every 4 months.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. We're quarterly girls, but not really quarterly.
We're about to be quarterly. We're about to be quarterly.
I mean,
Or trying. We're like, we'll see what happens. I don't know. So I know, or I'm pretty sure that we all have New Year's resolutions, like the basic people that we
I
are.
know.
So I'm just wondering what they are, or if you have any, or if you don't believe in that type of thing. Because I know some people are like, yeah, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because my life's just gonna be the same and I don't really do anything new type of thing.
But we're not those girlies.
I
We're
know.
manifesting.
We're manifesting.
manifesting.
Girl bops. Okay, I'll go first. So I want to have better gut health because I've been talking about it with my colleagues and I was just like, I kind of want to do it. So I literally bought bone broth, which I think it's still in the car. If I had it here, it would be perfect. But then I would have to, like, you would have to
Buy it
edit
in
out.
bulk?
So I didn't know what bone broth to get. I've been doing my research. So I got one where it was like really popular on TikTok. So I got that one. And then I got like another brand's like bone broth and then another brand's bone broth. So yeah, if we get famous, then I will expose my bone broth of preference, and then whoever that is, please sponsor us because that would be great.
Wow, good gut health
Love
for all.
that.
Looking out for all three of us and not just
Yeah.
yourself for that gut health.
We'll have a taste
It's actually
test.
pretty good, honestly. Good gut health.
I'm turning 30 this year, so I just cannot allow. I just
Wild.
cannot. I
That's
know.
crazy. Wow, I love that for you. Do you, Mavi, do you have one?
I have like a few. I split into like 4. One is just the financial, saving money. I'm like looking between both of them. I'll start at one. But like, yeah, financial, saving more, being better with my money. 2 is just fitness, the typical. I've told everyone already, I'm trying to build a shelf. And by a shelf, I mean
Clarify definition, please.
my butt. I want the top part to be bigger. I want to get cut. And it's also because I play sports too. Not that I need a bigger butt for it.
No, but not.
You just gotta look good when you're doing the sport.
Yeah, because for volleyball, you
You gotta wear shorts. You gotta wear the short.
No, but I want to be healthier. Like, in general,
Overall.
healthier. And with a bigger butt.
So, like this.
Yes, I want to see. Right now, it's like
Let's see.
it's like flat and then bottom. I want a C. Or my other 2. Other one is to work on my portfolio for arts. And then I had another one, I think, but maybe I didn't.
If it comes back, if it comes back to your memory.
Those are the main ones.
Yeah. Do you have another one besides gut health? Or is that your priority?
Well, I mean, like, as to point with Mavi, I want better finances. So I personally want to find a separate side hustle, but I'm like, nah, let's bring this as a side hustle. We're bringing it back. And then, otherwise, no. Like, I need to prioritize because it's like, I know people talk about like their careers as one of like, oh, I want to progress in my career, or oh, I want to like make have a family or get married. Like, nah, I gotta stick to. I know realistically, like if I focus on one, I'll be fine. So we're now ish 2. So
I think that's smart though.
Yeah, because you get to put like your efforts and focus onto one. I think that if you like sporadically think of like 7 goals or something like that, you don't have enough time to dedicate yourself.
Right.
And then if you start to fall back or behind on one, then you're just gonna feel bad about that one, and then you're just not gonna be able to do it, and you
Makes
just feel
sense.
bad afterwards.
For sure.
So that's smart to have like
Thank
1 or
you.
2 goals.
What about you, Miss Karen?
Well, okay. Financials are the same. I don't think financials are like the biggest priority for me though.
Yeah.
I think like one of the ones that I'm really focused on right now is I want to try and read a book per month.
Okay.
It's like 1 book a month.
Nice.
Because I don't read.
it's okay.
I
think
just
it's
don't
for
read.
nerds.
Stop. I read, but I read off my phone in the sense I read
Fan fiction.
fan fiction. And manhwa and manga, and I just need to. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Some people on Tumblr just write so good; it just hits different.
No, Tumblr writers are very good. Shout out to Tumblr writers.
Oh my gosh, they're actually just like they just hit different, and honestly, they need to publish books sometimes. Even in Wattpad, sometimes I'm not even gonna lie, Wattpad is also very good, but like now Wattpad just has a lot of ads, so it's very hard. Tumblr is just you scroll and you scroll and you scroll. It's fine. But I need to try and like read physical hard books. Also just to help reduce my screen time on my phone, because I find that I spend so much time on my phone, like on TikTok and stuff like that.
Is it any genre of books?
But I want to read a lot of like POC authors, just because I find that like, I don't know, I just want to like explore my horizons, because you also don't get a lot of like POC authors in high school, or at least when we were in high school. You know how on Book Talk they're always talking about like how some people are like, some books are so good, and then other people are like, what are you talking about? That's actually such a bad book. Like, why'd you get it? But I've never heard anything bad about this book. And it's a duology, so
Very
there's
good.
a second book.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do that. And it's also fantasy, and I rarely read fantasy.
Oh,
so
nice.
like, yeah.
New thing.
Didn't you just say you didn't read period earlier?
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. It's true. You
I
don't
did
read
it,
fantasy.
like-
Then yeah. It's
Okay,
true.
but like I think fan fiction is a little different. That and then to learn Tagalog. Oh my gosh. Oh
That's
my
a
gosh.
good one. I wish I was doing.
I think it's
Yeah,
so
no.
hard. Like, I don't know, because I was talking to my mom about it one time, and I was saying, how,
Tagalog?
like, yeah, no. Imagine. First off, I speak a dialect
I
in my
know,
house, so
yeah.
it's even harder to even know what I'm speaking. But my mom, like, you know how when, like in French, when there's like masculine and feminine, like pronouns or
Yeah.
like whatever, and then it's like the same thing in Tagalog. You have like feminine and male, like,
There's different conjugations.
yeah, and it's just so hard, and I'm just like, why? And the way, like, how you have to say like subject, object, verb, or subject, verb, object, or whatever.
The structure.
Yeah, the structure of it is just too confusing, and I literally just can't, and I'm really trying, because like, when you like watch like Korean dramas or Japanese like anime or whatever, it's so easy to pick up stuff, but because like they say very like common words or phrases that are just repetitive, that you get like it's stuck in your brain.
Yeah.
But when you hear Tagalog, I feel like there's just like a whole different thing. Like,
It's
you know,
also with like animes, they are intentionally like
picking phrases and
there's,
words.
like it's
to
normally like
so you-
easier
Yeah.
to understand.
Yeah.
It's not like philosophical.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Or
like, not saying
slangy.
it couldn't.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah,
like,
because like we also say Taglish too, right? And then I find that like a lot of Filipino like content and media nowadays is trying to reach out to like the English speaking audience internationally. So it's like always like a mixture of stuff like that. And so it's like so hard to understand and to like let it sink and stay in your brain.
are there like P-pop groups or F-pop
There's
groups?
a Filipino
There should
group.
be.
There's a Filipino group that's actually so popular. It's
As-
just
Just like
as-
listen to it.
I know what you're talking about. But like there's this one group and they're like so popular because like I remember there was like this show, there's like an award show, and it was literally like this Filipino group versus like a K-pop group or something like that. And like the Filipino group won or something like that, because like the votes were wild, and they like all voted for the Filipino group or something like that.
SF9, I think.
No, SF9 is the K-pop
You know
group.
what? I remember the only like Filipino show that I ever watched, and I remember my mom saw me watching it, and I'm like, is that Filipino, like Tagalog?
Yeah.
And it was like Drag Race because they had a Filipino season.
You would.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
finish it,
someone
though.
brand.
I've been trying to watch a lot of like Filipino movies with like back then, and like they're interesting, but at the same time I'm just like
cringing.
I'm cringing.
It's very just like
It just
soap
doesn't-
opera. I feel that's my.
It's so teleserie, like OA. It's so OA.
I think the only way you'll learn is if you just are forced into it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what a lot of people, that's why they do exchange programs, so that it's like, you're in the culture, you have no choice but to talk
speak
to them.
it, right?
I don't know if it was you or if I saw somewhere, just someone's like, how can foreigners like learn Korean really fast? And it's because they're forced to like just speak it all the time.
Yeah.
Right, so they're used to, and then like obviously with people who understand them, they can correct it right there and then versus, you know. But then like going back to Tagalog, like my mom. So remember that whole passage that we had to read for Trinity, which by the way, Karen and I had to talk in Tagalog.
We were forced.
It is on YouTube somewhere, and if you find it, great on you. But it is on YouTube. So we were given a passage, and our music director, youth director, shout out Michael, he was like, "Oh, you guys can go to your mom to like practice it or tell them like
Enunciating and stuff
enunciating."
like that.
So I was not at home.
I was also not at home.
So I couldn't ask my mom. But then the next day after church, I told her about it. I said, "Oh yeah, like we had to read in Tagalog," and she was like, if you gave me that passage to read to you, I wouldn't have been able to read it because they don't speak it.
It was very, the way that the passage was written was very traditional sounding.
Yeah.
So if you had said it like in a modern day setting like this to like a group of Filipinos who spoke Tagalog, they probably been like, what are you saying? Or they would have been like, that is so formal.
Yeah,
like
it's
that
very
is so
formal.
formal.
Yeah, because like the church I go to is like very. I don't want to say it's a Filipino church, but it's like
majority.
very Filipino.
Yes.
And like, you know, there'll be like lessons in Tagalog and like.
Really?
Yeah, because it's Filipino church. But like I know people who, you know, at least like grew up with it. Like they're like, it's hard because it's like deep Tagalog. It's like deep. It's hard to understand sometimes because like when they're like teaching or whatever, preaching, it's like
sometimes you just
the
don't-
language
you
is
just
just
can't
even
get
harder
there.
because it's not like your everyday
Yeah.
like speaking language.
Yeah. I also think it's just hard because we have so many dialects that you never know
Which
like
one's which.
which one's which, especially like whoever you're talking to or speaking to. Because like my family speaks Ilocano, yours speaks Pangan.
Pangasinan.
Pangasinan, yeah. And so like when we talk either in public, like I literally don't know if they're speaking Ilocano or Tagalog to each
But
other
apparently
sometimes.
there is a difference.
There is a difference.
Yeah, there is a big difference because for me, when I was growing up, when my mom switched, I knew it was a switch because the Tagalog for me, when she talked, it sounded very fake. And I'm not saying that it's just fake; it just sounds very artificial to me. But then when my mom speaks in Pangasinan, it's very like harsh, and that's the comparison that they do with like a lot of Pangasinan and Tagalog is that our dialect is, and I think pretty close to
we're close like in terms
it's
of
very harsh, like the tone of it is harsh. It's kind of similar to like Mandarin and Cantonese, and like even compared to like Hakka or like another like of the dialects there, right? It sounds similar to someone with a naked ear. Like not naked eye, but someone who's not familiar with it, but for like someone who's within the culture, they can tell the difference. So for me, it was the tone of voice. When my mom would like, she'll get a phone call from someone at work who speaks Tagalog, talks in Tagalog, hangs up, and then call my aunts, and then it would just be like, oh my god, that's so different. It's so different. So it's just also the tone of it, or like how they speak it. So.
It's so interesting though, because like in the Philippines, there's also like, well, it's not that surprising because we were colonized by them.
Yeah.
But like Spanish speaking, like sections, and because I remember when Jared like came, and he met my uncle and stuff, and I remember like talking to my mom because I went to Spain last year. And she was like, "Oh, I can kind of speak Spanish." I'm like, "Really?"
Is it the time? Like,
I'm just like, "Really? You could?"
A las 13.
Yeah.
It's very similar. Yes.
That's what my parents tell the time. They tell time in Spanish.
Donde está? So bad.
Por favor.
But yeah, it's just interesting because like my uncle was talking to Jerry. He's like, "Oh, can you speak Spanish?" He's like, "No." Well, like I think the equivalent is, but it's the French that I know because he's just like went to school.
Fair.
And then like my uncle was just like, then I probably like know more than you because I'm like maybe 70% fluent. I'm like, that's a lot.
Wow,
70%.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
wait, that's really 70% fluent because like he learned, or like because like his like they just speak
like,
Spanish, like he just grew up in that area.
Yeah, he grew up in the area. Yeah, so I was like, I didn't know so much about my family. I don't know.
Wow.
So now you know. All you have to do is just be in a group of all Filipinos speaking Tagalog.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's really hard if you, like none of them speak fluent.
So all you have to do
problem.
is have someone like Michael just be like, just speak to me in Tagalog.
Right.
But that's not what you do with babies.
No, that's
right.
yeah.
Like that's how you become multicultural.
I'm just thinking. Have you seen that meme with like Dexter's Laboratory? It's like speak to, or like speak with a. I don't remember. It says like speak with a Filipino accent.
Oh.
And then it's like Dexter like whisper, like Dexter's Laboratory.
speak to me.
Easier, and it's like French bread.
And the other one is chicken nut bread. Chicken nut bread.
I remember that.
Oh my god. I guess when you talk to certain people, you put on a Filipino accent.
Oh, 100%.
Like when I go, like obviously like when I talk to you guys, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
But when I'm talking to like my little nieces and nephews, like in the Philippines, I'll be like, don't do that. Go put that back. Like I don't know why that comes out. It just comes out.
I feel like that's how they'll understand you because that's how they hear their English.
I think it's just like accents period though. You know, like if you're talking to someone with a British accent, then you like it just you want to start mimicking them.
Yeah.
Not intentionally. You're
not
not making fun of them, but you're like, hello, mate.
That's Aussie.
I don't know. Good day.
Good eye, mate.
I don't know.
Good day, mate. I'm not trying to baby you type of thing because I know they're younger than me, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Yeah. So if I ever get there, I'll let you know, and then we'll figure that out. You know, we have a friend that's fluent in Tagalog.
I know.
We have multiple friends. That
I know, and that's why I said, but you should like the ones that you see more often. You should just be like, maybe for the month, just speak to me in Tagalog.
Just like schedule a weekly call with them.
Like I've tried, like Well, Colleen and I have just been like texting through Messenger right now, and like
It'll be just Tagalog.
straight up Tagalog.
That's good.
Straight up Tagalog.
That's very good.
I'm not even gonna lie. I take her sentences. I put that in Google Translate.
Sorry, Colleen, if you're watching this.
Because sometimes I just like there are words I understand, but there are also words I'm like literally like I've never seen this word in my life. I don't know what the hell we're talking about right now. Or like I see the word and I'm just like I think I know what it means, but I'm not 100% sure, so I have to put it through Google Translate, or else I'm gonna reply to her wrong, like just wrong. And then like when I ask my parents for like help.
They won't know either.
No.
They probably won't.
Yeah, or they just tell me and I'm like, but you're not saying it in the way I want you to say it, type of thing. So
maybe have that call. That'll be fun.
We'll see what happens. Keep you posted about that. Ask me.
I'm rooting for you. I've given up.
Ask me in a month and I'll let you know where that's going.
The next episode.
Right now it's going downhill.
They just need to create. Someone needs to create an app for learning Tagalog.
They have.
Or Duolingo, please. Just include that.
No, so Duolingo doesn't have like Filipino because there isn't enough data or enough stuff to put towards to creating a whole like system and pathway to make the language, and it just has never been that way. There are multiple apps about learning Tagalog, but then only to a certain degree before you pay. That you can do it, or like you're limited to as much like a certain amount per day. So then at that point you just lose like the motivation to do it, because one, it's behind a paywall, or two, you can only do a certain amount, and you start with stuff that you don't always need, like vegetables. I'm not gonna start. Why do I need to start with vegetables?
Bye.
Like, why do I have to start with vegetables when I should be starting like phrases or like stuff to like get me through the day? But again, that takes so long to get past that because you're going through vegetables.
So I have
and then you're going through rooms of the house. You know what I mean? Like it's just not.
So I have a proposal, Duolingo. If you're ever gonna watch this or come across us, I think you need to invest in your Pinoy audience.
It's just so hard.
There must be somewhere in the universities where there is a talented linguistics person who will be able to develop your Tagalog Duolingo system. So hit them up. I promise you will have more users on there.
At least 3.
At least 3.
At least 3. A minimum of 3. But
one may drop out after like 2 weeks.
Who are you referring to?
I meant me.
I like those goals. I like how they all had like different goals, if that makes sense. So now that we're coming to our 2-year anniversary as titas,
I love how she keeps bringing it back.
I actually just can't. Like I really thought it was a year. Mind you, I guess we were all busy. Like we were just so busy.
Fair.
Yeah. And by then we'll have our 7th episode out.
No, we need to manifest. We're gonna have way more.
We're manifesting.
We're gonna have a good year.
So speaking of New Year's resolutions and our 2nd year of titas, do you have any hopes for this podcast, or any like goals that you want to do with this podcast?
So one, yes, I have much goals. I think we're on #side hustle, because I am definitely on that on TikTok. If you see my TikTok for you, it's how to make more money in 2024. What can you do as a side hustle that can get you started on? So I think for this year, if we're truly motivated, y'all, I think we'll be good. Honestly, for this, I just wanted to grow. Like, I'm not expecting 1 million like subscribers by the end of the year. But if that happens, I'll be great. Like, that'd be wild. But at least getting monetized on YouTube and then having a good following on Spotify, like I think that would be great. Or even having more platforms for us would be like amazing. But yeah, no, I think we're gonna thrive. I think we're all motivated girly bops in the room, and our 2 assistants are there to support us. At least one of them is in the room and the other is just outside. But I mean, I digress. I think we're gonna do good. I have good feeling about this.
Yeah, for me, mine is I want merch. I want merch, and it's also like partly because like I follow a lot of like artists on like socials, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love that. I want to like sell stuff, but I'm kind of like too shy to do it myself. So in a group setting, I'm like, okay, This feels more, I feel more comfortable doing it
Yeah.
and less stressed. And I feel like it's not like I'm expecting us to sell like, I don't know, millions, even thousands, to be honest. I'd be happy selling
Hundreds.
999. That's not in the thousands yet, so.
She said realistic or whatever.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a realistic girly pop.
But yeah, that's my goal. Or like, that's what I would like to see, even doing it small, because it's just nice. I don't know, maybe I'm just a materialistic person too now. But it's just nice. It would be nice to have, I like creating stuff. I like DIYing. So
Well, you
I just
did
wanna
create
sell
our
it.
background, so
Yeah, true
like
that.
a lot of the stuff, like our thumbnails and like our posts on like
Or even our
Instagram.
images, yeah.
Everything is like done by you by like hand too, right?
Yeah, so you know, if there's any type of merch you want, comment below.
Or let us know.
yeah, if you
Or
have
let
any
us
ideas,
know.
we're here for them. Like certain colors, certain like clothing apparel that you're looking for, or accessories or something like that. That's also an option to give to us. Because also like it depends what the audience wants too, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
And us.
And us. We have to oblige. We have to approve that.
We have to make sure we'll wear it.
Approved by us first, and then for you.
Yeah. I really, really, really want us to do a lot of like Tita specials. I just like I like the aspect, like I love the podcast because we can honestly talk for hours and hours and hours. I just love the idea of doing like different activities or doing like different challenges and stuff like that, which you will ever like see somewhere down the road, a challenge or two and stuff like that. Sorry. And then but like going out to eat or going to do like certain activities like pottery together or doing like a dance class or like, you know, stuff like that, I think would be like so funny.
What kind of dance?
We could decide. I mean, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of, you know.
Not ballet, because LOL no.
I just think it would be so interesting to like get out of our comfort zone and do things that like I would never catch myself doing.
Fair.
Type of thing.
Maybe tap dance. I'm down with that.
Ooh,
I would
tap
love
is
to do
cute.
tap.
Tap is cute.
Tap is cute.
Yeah, tap is cute. And we have some sort of rhythm, at least.
Yeah, we're kind of musically inclined or
Some
a
in
bit.
that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even math. Yeah.
Hey, I work in a music environment.
It's rubbing off.
Yeah. And a one.
And a 1, 2.
And 5, 6, 7, 8. Dun, dun, dun.
I always want to do like a shopping, like some sort of shopping.
Like a
shopping
limit,
spree.
like half.
Yeah, no, but like I
We
need
need
money
money
for a
first.
challenge or something like that. You know what I mean?
Here's
like,
$20.
Go
for-
find something, or like go make an outfit with $20 type of thing, or like go
Okay.
find like a gift for like each person or something like that.
With this budget.
Yeah. Like I think it's just like fun.
I like watching, okay, I don't know if this is something we can include, but I like watching like the Try Guys, and they do like without a recipe, and I would love to do like
Something like
stupid
that, right?
type of challenge.
Yeah.
Look, guys, we're in a kitchen. I'm just saying, we're in a kitchen. So,
But yeah, I think like that type of stuff is just fun, like fun activities, because then that's not like you never know what's gonna happen.
no, it's true.
Heaven
Yeah.
forbid, like something catches on fire or something like that.
No, don't put that in the universe.
But like, I just think like imagine like things be spilling everywhere and like something goes wrong. Also, I would also love to have like a guest or two on our podcast.
I love the idea of a guest.
I think that'd be
Yeah.
low key
Yeah.
because like we obviously haven't had guests on
No,
our
not at-
podcast.
I mean,
Yeah, we've had 5
Minus
we had that one episode.
oh that one episode.
Oh,
but-
that's true.
But it wasn't
Another
really an
hidden
episode.
lost
Yeah.
episode. So who would you know we want for
To invite?
first guest? Yeah, or like which people?
I mean, we do have a resident artist, but our resident artist, I don't know if he wants to be seen.
I don't know. Maybe I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
I feel
true.
Like maybe. Well, it depends. I guess like
We-
exposure, right?
You have to catch him on a good day and feed him well.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Our second guest, I don't know.
We should put like names in the hat and then just draw them.
We
We should
should.
just like make a list of people.
I remember we talked before about like people, especially like those who also have like side hustles.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
we like, you know, like would like to collab or
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
uplift.
yeah.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Put a name in the hat. Yeah,
Yeah, we
like,
just
who,
put like
like,
put their name in the hat, drop in the hat, and then just pull it out, and then it'd be like there's a name, and you'd be like, actually, I don't want this person yet.
Not-
No, back in the hat.
Not even. We asked them. They're like, no, thank you.
Are you sure?
What if they reject us? Whatever, they're
Our
lost.
resident artist will definitely do that, especially if Maddie asks.
I'm not gonna
I
ask
vote
him.
you ask. I vote
would
we would get a
never.
recording where you ask him.
No.
That'll be a behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Follow us on TikTok.
I think you have to ask. I think that's just how it has to be.
No.
There's no other person.
Yeah.
There's no other person.
No. So we posted our very first video February 22nd, 2022. I was looking at it again and I was just like looking to see what we talked about when we talked about Valentine's Day. First off, mind you, we were also not in person. We were also digital. We were also digital, so I thought that was really funny. We were just in our like with our backgrounds and we were just like sitting at our computers, our iPad, and we were just sitting and chatting.
Yeah.
And now we get to be like in person. I also realized that we all kind of look the same. Mavi was in her short hair era.
You're right, I was.
Mavi was in her short hair era.
I think I had long
You
hair.
had long hair about like this length
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I had my hair dyed.
Oh,
I had my under hair dyed still.
So if we didn't tell them it was 2 years, they would have never known.
They would have honestly never known because we honestly all look the
same?
same. We actually almost all look the same in terms of like from that very first video. Yeah, Valentine's Day. We talked about how if we had plans for Valentine's Day or if you did anything specific or for Valentine's Day.
I see.
So obviously
We're in the planning right now.
What did we say last year?
yours was the first time like that 2 years ago. It was your
Yeah.
first Valentine's Day with Jared, and you were talking about Jared doesn't live in
Yeah.
The city.
in
Still
the
doesn't.
city. Still doesn't live in the
That's
city.
an update.
So
Still
they're
doesn't.
still LDR.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Can you please look at this camera and say you're sorry to?
absolutely not.
So this didn't change in the last 2 years. There's still beef. I'm fine.
And we've met in person, mind you.
Yeah.
In the 2 years, we've actually met in person. That was the one and only time.
It was the in fairness, it was the one and only.
It was
time.
the one and
So
only
far.
time.
So far, yes, so far.
More. No, I'm kidding. We'll see. But I remember during when you were like planning, you were very both into like cooking together online. Do you still do that?
We do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you do it often? It's
I
fine.
sure have grabbed them. I was trying not to,
It's
but
fine.
it's right in front of me.
But you still cook online all the
Yeah, we
together?
do. We like very regularly. We like actually legit because now we're both trying to like focus on health and like, eating better. So we regularly or weekly would like meal prep. So we would just like, okay, let's make this for the week.
Yeah.
And like we like
So you meal
plan out
prep like the whole week?
Yeah, we like not everything. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
like our schedule can be different. But like more or less, we'll have like one, like we'll kind of have like our date night, and then we'll also have like a meal prep thing. So that's what we normally do. Like today, we cooked together.
Oh,
I made like this miso glazed chicken.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you naming some for us?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Sorry, I put it in containers too. I could have just like, here are your
What's your
bone
thoughts?
for tomorrow.
We could have bought one.
Yeah, sorry.
How disrespectful.
Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Jared
no, we
probably
still
told
cook.
her not to give some.
I just bring one for Monica.
A menace. A menace.
Monica and Gary get it.
A menace.
But yeah, no, we still cook regularly, and I think that's kind of like our plan again for this year. I wanted to originally go and visit him.
Oh.
Like do it even like a short trip, but it's expensive, and I flew a lot last year.
Yeah. You went for weddings too, right? Like
I went
you flew
to
out.
a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
Like even it's funny when you were talking about like how those friends are engaged / married
Yeah.
now. I'm like, it's so wild to me how many people I know who are like married, getting engaged. I'm like, it's crazy.
It's a lot.
Being
It's a
in
lot.
this like time in my life where like that's like it's really the adulting.
It's
Yeah.
like the norm now. The
Yeah.
new norm.
I'm just like, wow, good for you.
Yeah,
Not
honestly.
me right now, but
Yeah.
But like, good for you.
Yeah,
like,
good
for
for
getting
you.
to
Pop
what
off.
that stage in your
Yeah.
life that you like are here. Technically.
Yeah. I think we're going to cook something a little fancier, though. I'm feeling really lazy, so I might just be like, let's just Uber Eats each other something. We'll watch a movie or something. I think you mentioned like doing those like paint night, like a Bob Ross.
Oh, cute.
So that was like that's cute. And we
cute.
can like send it to each other.
Yeah.
So I don't know, something like that. I think.
True.
That's cute.
What about you two?
Well, I think the last time I mentioned like we were gonna go out to eat, right? I don't know. I think that's the same vibe. This time it's still gonna be like we're going out, and I'm literally looking at him right now. Like I think that's the plan that we're going to eat. Probably he's like yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think that's it because we're both working. I think Valentine's Day this year is
It's a Wednesday.
It's on a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh, thank goodness it's not.
It's on a weekend or
it's not-
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So we will be most likely going out.
Yeah.
But I don't know where yet. But then I'm gonna be like, oh, give me suggestions. But then this is gonna be released after Valentine's Day. So stay tuned. Next episode, I'll let you know where I went.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a vlog.
Ooh.
Where did Monica go today?
That'd be cute. Oh yeah. Okay, keep us updated.
Will do. How about y'all?
I have no idea. To be honest with you, no idea. I think Christopher was looking at movies earlier.
Nice.
But I don't know if we're actually going to see a movie. To be honest with you, I hope I'm not working.
But it's a Wednesday. You normally don't work
I
Wednesdays.
usually don't work Wednesdays, but then I
Right.
also usually don't work Thursdays, and I got scheduled Thursday.
Someone's getting fought.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll
Be
see.
street.
We'll see.
Aren't safe.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. If anything, like we'll probably just do a dinner.
Nice.
Also, but we might just cook dinner.
Nice.
And
So it's like
just
kind of
do-
both.
Yeah, it's the having dinner but cooking dinner type of vibe.
Nice.
So we'll see. To be determined. Maybe we'll also vlog. What?
We should do
We
that.
should.
I'll just live stream.
Follow her on her Twitch, guys. Okay, just follow her. And we'll be live on the Tita's channel that day.
Oh
just
my
really
gosh.
clicking.
But then it's like, oof.
Donate for us to.
Oh my gosh. It will be like a surprise broadcast for a 2-year anniversary. Mavi's date.
I think Valentine's Day used to be so like
Special?
yeah. No, I just don't think it's like.
Every day
No?
should be Valentine's.
Okay, Maggie, let's be realistic here for a minute. Let's just like
Honestly,
take a step back for a second.
I enjoy it because I like to create cards.
Aww.
I think though for the past few holidays, and Gary can attest to it, I've been not giving cards. The only one that I'm very consistent with, and I want to be consistent with, is our anniversary date.
Oh, okay.
Because that one, like, I go in on the cards. You know, I could be, I could be like,
It's like a pop-up book.
it was. So yeah, like obviously I don't have it right now, nor am I gonna show it because it's
Yeah.
personal. But your girl went in, like she did like what's the type of paper? A cardstock.
Cardstock, yeah.
Cardstock
Good
paper.
stuff.
I got the double-sided tape vibe. I got all the highlighters. Like y'all don't think I don't play, but for Valentine's Day, I don't know. Like you said,
I feel like it's just like
yeah.
it's whatever. You get a box of chocolates if you want to, type of thing.
Yeah.
It's just overpriced chocolate, you know.
Well, since he left the room, I do low key wish and hope that he gets me the Lego roses bouquet because
Is that
I
the
did.
new one?
It's the new one.
It's the new one.
So that's the only thing I told myself I'm not gonna buy. But when I went to Buffalo, I bought bare Legos. So since this is gonna be released later and I'm not editing it, nor will Gary see it before Valentine's
test.
Day,
Yeah.
it's a test. But he knows. He knows.
We'll wait to see if you get that Lego.
That will also be an
I
update.
can't wait.
Because I'm a Lego, like that's my thing, right? And I feel so bad because I think what happened was that all the Lego new sets that I wanted to get, he was probably saving that for my birthday or for Christmas. But your girl splurged. I bought everything that I wanted, minus the
It was a treat
the
for yourself
roses.
type of vibe. Okay,
Yeah.
listen.
But I did ask him, so that's the thing. Like I'll be like, hey, like I'm gonna buy this. Should I buy this? So if he says no, that means he already got it or he's thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
But if he says go ahead, then I know that he didn't buy it.
That's safe to buy it.
It's safe to buy it, right? Because he did that with my Christmas gift, and that's why I had a feeling of what the
What
Christmas
you
gift
knew.
was. Because I've been that bitch to be like, hey,
Well,
should I buy it?
At least you pre-warn them.
Oh,
You know what I
100%,
mean?
yeah.
You don't want two of the same thing type of.
Can you? I don't want to be that person where, like, for anyone, I don't want to be that person where it's like, you give me a gift and I already got it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, also save money. #.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try and make chocolates this year.
Oh, that's fun.
I always want to see. Well, it's just also.
I think you said that in the podcast last time.
Yeah, you wanted to make chocolate.
Yeah, you were
oh
like,
my
I
gosh,
want-
maybe I should make YouTube. I'll record it too. Maybe some content. I'll make YouTube some. That'd be cute.
That's another one of the
We'll
goals.
see if it's in my. I'm kind of busy that weekend, so we'll try.
I'm also busy that weekend, so.
I would love to. I would love to temper chocolate.
And it's so hard to temper chocolate though, like to the right degree. You need like a
But
thermometer and
I've
everything
seen
like that.
people legit do it with a microwave. But yeah, no, you need a thermometer. That's the problem.
And do you have a thermometer?
I have a meat one.
Oh.
I don't know if I have a sugar one. I might. I think I do have a sugar one, but that's chocolate, so I don't know.
Are we gonna taste test? Is that a hint to our next
my gosh.
episode? Everyone make a dish for the other person
my
and
gosh.
try
Oh my gosh, that'd be cute.
it. Does it have to be dessert or can it be like, or we pick like appetizer, main, dessert?
Or what if it's just something that, like, if it's for
Or
Valentine's, it just has to have chocolate.
Oh.
But that would be difficult if you're doing anything other
Yeah.
than dessert.
Than
That'd be
dessert.
interesting. We just keep brainstorming new
I
ideas.
know,
Because
honestly.
we're back better than ever.
We are really back and better than ever. I
Yeah.
think that like this is the year. I know
This is
that
the
like
year.
2022 and 3 were like just like hard years because
It
we were
was.
all just like coming back from COVID.
Mhm.
We were all trying to like get back on our feet to like
Yeah.
either work or finish school or
Right.
something like that. So I feel like that we're all in like a pretty stable place right now.
Yeah.
It's
Do we want to talk about
it's
it more?
manageable.
What we all been up to for the past 2
That's
years?
Oh my
True
gosh,
update.
we should.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's-
what changed from the last episodes?
Our hair.
Our hair.
Hair. And then
Actually,
it
though,
went
because
back.
our fifth episode, my hair was here.
Yeah, my hair was short as well.
Yeah.
And then was my hair long?
I don't remember. I
It was
think
a
so.
lot.
I
I
think,
think
it
it
was,
was
I think it
long.
was the longest out of
That's
all of
so
ours.
long.
I think it was the longest. So like I literally remember recording and I had bangs.
You had bangs.
I had bangs.
Yeah.
Like loose bangs.
And your hair was shorter.
And it was short. It was like
Yeah.
up here.
So clearly, that is not us right
Yeah,
now
that is
because
not-
our hairs are long
Yeah.
and your
Mine
hair
is
is short.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's changed.
So what have we all been up to?
I graduated. I traveled a lot last year, which was really nice. Very expensive, but nice.
Traveling always comes with expenses.
I know,
it's
but
never,
it's-
it's never cheap.
Yeah, but it was worth it because I got to do it when I wasn't working, so there wasn't like that stress of like coming
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
It's just the stress of money.
But you have a
Hence
job
the
now, so
goal.
it's
Yeah.
fine. Like,
But
it
then I
works.
got a job because I'm like I've been spending way too much. So I'm like I really need to.
Please.
And then
Well,
I
you
feel
met Jared. Like, I don't think you met him in person. The
Have I
last
not?
episode. I don't think so. I don't remember.
it might be because if that was within like
22.
1 year,
Yeah, 2022.
I think we hadn't.
Oh.
Because
I think you met that. I think you met in
Later
2022,
yeah.
like later down the
That
road.
was in, around May-ish.
Yeah, I was gonna say May.
So I also met Jared in person.
In person. in
Not a
person.
serial killer. Dodged a bullet there.
Karen can think otherwise.
And I don't know. I feel like those are the main things. Graduated from school, traveled a bunch, met Jared in person.
And then you got a job.
And yeah, now I'm a working girl.
She's a work and girl.
I just want to be a trophy wife. Or,
You hear that? You hear that, Jared?
I want to be a Nepo baby. Is it too late?
Yes, very much so.
Definitely too late to be a Nepo baby. For
Very-
sure.
very
Definitely
much so.
too late, unfortunately. I don't know if you'd want, like, do you want to be a Nepo baby? Like, do
Yeah, I don't want to do anything. It's just like I was thinking about it earlier today. That like video of this like a dad. He's like showing his daughters how to change a wheel or something. He's like, "Here, let me show you, because you don't need no man." And the girl was just like, "Yes, yes, I need a
I
man."
actually need a man.
It's so
That's
funny.
awesome.
I'm just like,
Man was like, that's me. Actually, that's me.
but not actually. But I also don't want to do anything.
I think for me, so I'm in a totally different new career, but not really. Like before, I was like what you call an individual contributor, where I wasn't really managing a team or in a team. I was kind of just my own entity with a boss and stuff. But now I'm a senior supervisor. So going back to people leading. So that's a weird little transition. And honestly, I don't think I'm like stuck in one. So that's fine. Other than that, I don't know if anything changed. I have no idea if anything changed or any new updates. Other than career, I still have the same car. I'm still with Gary. We went on more trips. 2022. No, I think nothing really major.
Oh, that was really loud.
Girl.
But yeah. How about you, Karen?
I graduated also. I graduated. Am I working in my field?
Recently.
I did.
Yeah, very recently. Yeah.
Like only. Actually, no. It's been a hot minute. I
But
technically
still.
graduated in like end of August.
Yes, you did.
So I've just been. I've
Still
been
recent.
Yeah, still recent. Technically, I didn't walk yet. I didn't do my walk. I didn't even do my ceremony yet because that's in June. But yeah, no, I graduated. I'm not working yet because I'm kind of just like relaxing a little bit because I've been in school for so long. Because my program is where you go to school every single semester. Like you don't take a break of like 4 months off.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want a little break for a little, just like to like get my life together,
Nice.
have some fun, do adventures and stuff like that. I went to Japan last year. I went to Japan for 2 weeks. It was like the best 2 weeks of my life.
Love that.
I need to go back, and so we're planning to go back like literally maybe next year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice.
TBD. We'll see about see what the money situation looks like.
Maybe the podcast will support.
Well, Monica and I went to New York in November.
We did,
We went
yes,
to
we
New
did.
York in November because I went to go perform with a bunch of people at Carnegie Hall. So we got to sing with like a group and a composer who we've sung music by, like written by him before and stuff like that. So we actually got to do that for like a Christmas hopes and dreams concert. So, but it was based on Christmas and stuff like that. So it was very nice. It was a lot of fun. It was a good experience. And so, yeah, hopefully we get to do that again. It's just also really expensive to go and do something like that. It was very expensive to be a part of it. So, but it was fun. It was fun in the long run. So I also did get to travel a lot last year in 2023.
Which is good
Yeah.
because like I think COVID really restricted us from that. I mean, it's not
For
like
sure.
people didn't were truly restricted, but I think we felt more confident in doing so. But going back to New York, I had a blast.
Do you?
I had a blast.
Monica lived her best life
traveled.
because she wasn't part of the thing. She just came for the ride. She came to watch the concert.
I was a groupie and I went everywhere in the club. I'm just kidding, but yeah,
Yeah, it was fun.
we should do that. We should go on a group trip.
Tita's
That would
trip.
be. We should.
Tita's trip.
Cheetah trip. Yeah.
That'd be cute.
I just brought, like, can you imagine? Okay, realistically, it may not happen, but I'm just saying if it happens and we all get famous or we have enough funds or someone supports us, I'm looking at you,
Sponsorship.
sponsorships. If
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Duolingo. So I'm just saying, like, what if we go to Japan, like all of us, including
That'd
our
be
two
so
assistants,
nice.
and then
Plus-
or Korea. I wouldn't mind Korea, and then we do a broadcast at like the Han River if we're in Korea, and then we just have like our instant noodles and just have a romantic date at the Han River, or we go to Japan and we just find a park somewhere with like the cherry blossoms.
I know a couple
manifesting.
places.
There you go. Because Karen already scouted that out. So I'm just saying, guys, like if we dream
Manifest.
big and manifest, maybe one day we'll go on a trip to Japan and podcast at the actual location.
And then in the future we'll clip this, so we'll be like, guys, remember?
It's gonna be
Guys, we made it. We made it.
no, it's gonna be so you know how people have series on YouTube,
Yeah.
and in the beginning they have like a whole title and everything. That's gonna be it's gonna be that entire spiel, and then it's gonna have like music, boom, 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 and then snippets, kind of like things we did in Japan, little snippets, and then it's gonna come back, and then it's gonna be like our Tita's trip to Japan, part 1, traveling.
Part 1.
Listen, I've been watching those girls. Influencers, like the lifestyle
Honestly,
influencers.
they make their videos look so good.
Which I love.
Like they just make you want to go to
Yeah.
every place that they go to, and it
Right.
just looks so good.
I think it'd be cute if we were in like having a cute little picnic in Japan, was like a picnic day, and then we had like the mic right here, and our cameras like this,
That'd be so cute.
and just had like the cherry blossoms flow.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute.
We're dreaming big here.
Not,
Okay?
Manifesting.
not me being like, but what about the audio for filming outside?
We'll have better mics. We'll have better
True,
mics, guys.
true.
Just call our sound guy.
Oh.
If he's going, I'm sorry.
Jared can meet us there. Never.
You
But
know,
we're staying in different hotels.
he's
then.
1/8 the Japanese, so.
You know what I want to say right now. I'm not gonna say because I would have to cut it out. I would have to cut it out of the video. So you know what I want to
It's
say.
good.
That.
You're gonna give up.
We just played that. This is the
Intro.
intro.
This is the intermission.
Provided to you by Better Health. And was Square something, I forgot.
Provided by Duolingo and Smart.
And Skillshare.
No, Skillshare is pretty good when I used it. I'm not gonna lie.
You used it, eh?
I did
Yeah.
too.
I had a year subscription. Like it was free.
I
You got, or like you got free like 3
It's like
free
a
months or
really-
something.
yeah.
You got a good deal because like you had like a YouTuber's code and basically
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that, and then
yeah.
you get like a
Yeah,
Skillshare
yeah.
to try, and it's pretty good. Like I use it very often for that
nice.
time that I had it.
Very nice.
And then yeah, I kind of forgot to unsubscribe, and then I
That's
had to
how they
pay.
get you.
Then I had to pay for a
Literally,
year.
You're like the second person I know, or third, including myself, who.
I had to just try and like force myself to use it sometimes because I literally was like I refuse to not use my money towards because it's not cheap too.
Yeah.
It's expensive. It's like over $100. So
Oh,
like,
shoot.
That's okay.
Subscription.
so yeah. So I'm trying to clean like my emails
You know, there's
Oh.
to unsubscribe from like everything like I don't want
There's
to
a thing.
like, subscribe to.
a thing where you just put your email on. I think it'll unsubscribe you from everything.
Oh really?
I saw it somewhere online.
There's like certain ones like I still do want to keep though. So like when I get a new email and I see it's like from a thing I don't want, I just go, oh. And I scroll all the way to the bottom, I unsubscribe, and then I delete that email.
Good for you.
Because
Good
then
for
that
you.
way I don't have to deal with it. But there are still certain companies that like I still want to keep ever so often because I know
Yeah.
that they have good deals or something like that. But I'm just trying to also de-influence myself.
I
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's
I'm
another
way
thing.
too influenced.
Right? I'm trying to de-influence myself from like buying stuff that I don't actually need or like. But like at the same time, I just want to be happy and like do spend a certain extent because I know sometimes I'm just like. Cause like for example, so like I go to IKEA quite often, and like obviously like I don't live on my own right now. I live like in my apartment with my parents still, because the economy
Oh well.
is
Toronto.
trifling right
Inflation.
now. It's
Side-
trifling.
Side story.
Side story.
Oh my gosh. A few days ago, I bought or some sports drink. And I was so upset.
At the price.
Not even the price. I don't even remember what the price was. I didn't really, because it was just like I needed something to drink.
Yeah.
And I was just holding it, and on the bottom of it, it was like caved in. So I'm like, they just made it look like it was bigger. I'm like, what's the point of I was so upset.
Like the volume.
Yeah, it's just shrinkflation. They're just. I was so upset. I'm very upset about it.
Literally, like I feel like when I buy stuff, so like for like whatever reason, I can always just be like, I'm not moving out, so like why do I need to like bother like getting shelves for my room and stuff like that?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I realized I was like, I'm not gonna be happy if I don't have these things, so I
Yeah.
have to buy certain things. You know what I mean? Same thing with your like sports drink, like
100%.
you know that like you don't need it or like you can get it later down the road or whatever, but like if you just want to be happy in that moment, you're just gonna get it.
Fair.
I don't know. That's like I don't know. Like
I agree.
but I also am just trying to not like people are like, oh, buy this, buy that, like XYZ. But I already know. So like a lot of people are like promoting different skincare brands, for example, like
Right.
that right now, or like different like makeup brands right now.
Yeah.
And obviously like I want to do like my skincare and makeup and stuff like that. But I've already found stuff that already like works for me. I don't need to be like influenced to try new things if that makes sense. Because I don't want to waste my money for like things that may not work when I already have like stuff
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I feel that. Lately, what I've been doing is if there's something I want, but I know I don't need, I will I have a whole Excel sheet. I'll list it out, and then I'm like, if I really want it, I'll come back to it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's meant to be, it's meant
if
to
it
be.
comes back into your brain, or if
Exactly.
it, like you stumble upon it by chance, right?
If I see it again, I'm like, I still want it, then maybe.
Yeah.
But I just know I need to think about it more.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, because I'm not like that. I'll like impulse buy it, hence my Lego story. I bought so much Lego. Now that Gary's back in the room, he knows. I bought so much Lego and I couldn't stop myself. But in fairness, I don't buy a lot often. So at least I do be like, okay, I'll splurge.
I think you do it like in waves. At least from what I've seen, like when you buy something, you buy a bunch of stuff in waves, and then you cool out for a little bit.
Yeah, you need that cooling period for sure.
Yeah, by that it's like the 1 week period in between the paychecks. That's what it is. That's what it is.
So should I order Uber today or nah?
Did I get paid? Is it?
Yeah, like what's the
Thursday?
paycheck say? Like how many hours did I work this week that like I can like make it worth the money? You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, that's literally me. It's like, oh, well, like my brother and I, we always, that's our thing. We're like, oh, is it payday this Friday? Oh, okay.
Right? And then you're like, okay, no problem. Like, let me book this tattoo appointment.
Perfect. Not me.
I will say, like, one of the things I'm like proudest of myself for like getting into is like cutting my eating out expense.
I love that for you.
Cause I cook more now.
Yes.
I'm just like,
good for you. No, honestly, good. Oh. This is the second
We're recording.
I know.
This is the
How long
second
have we been recording?
What does it say on the
I
timestamp?
think we've been recording for like
An hour and a half. Oh, an hour 10 minutes.
We should probably
wrap up.
Yeah, we were gonna wrap it up soon. All right, sounds good. Okay. Okay, bye.
This is the second
Goodbye.
time in the.
This happens all the time.
No,
I
but this
always
is the
get a
second
phone
time
call.
on the podcast that
Oh,
your mom
really?
called.
I
Yeah.
always get a phone call
Hi,
somehow,
Tita.
some way. It's also late at night.
No, but then remember that one time she walked in?
Oh yeah.
to
Classic. The return. She returns.
It's very on brand.
My mom
for
just
you.
follows me.
No, it's very on brand because like I can't remember what episode it was.
Astrology.
I think it was the astrology one where she walked in. Yeah, I don't know if we have that.
I like the astrology episode.
That was a good episode.
That
I
was
think.
fun.
That was entertaining.
I think that's our most watched episode.
I think it's the most relatable.
We should do another like anime. I'm just thinking of the ones I want
Oh,
to do.
I have topics about anime. We should talk about one.
We should. Maybe that should be our next one.
We should really bring David on for the anime
Yeah.
podcast because I will just fight him.
Love that.
I will just fight David.
I think I need to catch up on more like mainstream shows though.
Okay. So maybe later down the line.
Yeah, we can fight
But we
him.
could do still do one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can
well,
definitely
yeah,
do it.
later on.
We definitely could do it.
I still have like I've just because of when I was really into it,
Yeah.
I still have like enough knowledge.
Right.
Well, you always talk about the big three.
I knew
Or
it.
Gintama. You talk about Gintama.
yeah,
Her
You know
fairy
Gintama.
tale, guys. Remember that?
Oh,
You
listen,
know,
let
he-
me just tell me it's coming back.
The fairy tale.
It's coming back. I'm
You
on
know-
fairy tale TikTok right now.
You know, this David person, I don't know if you know, he got me a body pillow of
No, he didn't.
of Lucy.
Wait,
Maybe
who
I'll
has
bring-
those socks?
I'm not sure if I have it or if I gave it to someone. I think I gave it to someone. I don't remember who.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. So, yeah, I think we should have a lot of fun coming back to this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all have good goals for ourselves and for the podcast.
Sure.
And so, and then quick recap. Wow, it's been 2 years. Wow, that's actually so
I
fun.
Can we have a counter for every time?
That
Karen's
Karen,
like,
yeah.
It's been 2 years.
She's literally cannot
I'm
get
literally
over it.
shook, guys. It's been 2 years. Where did that time go? The goal is to have more than 3 podcasts a year.
No,
Aim for
we're
4.
going to be.
Aim for 4.
We're gonna be consistent.
We'll be consistent.
We're gonna try.
We're manifesting.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna try and achieve. And we did say that we're going to have a punishment for not
Yes.
actualizing.
Oh, for not holding each other accountable, right?
Yeah.
Credibility, correct. Yes.
So yeah, if you start seeing those, I'm so sorry.
I shouldn't say it.
Wait, what?
She definitely put a bad punishment.
Did you make your
No, I
punishments?
didn't. It's not that. I was just gonna say.
Oh no.
Say it. Say
No,
it.
I won't say it.
Say it. You brought it up. You can't.
It's
you
just
gotta
like
say it.
who I think will be the first person to have to do it.
Alright, say it. Say it.
And your final verdict is?
Miss Karen.
Well, she is. Okay, so context for our viewers and our listeners. So as we were meeting to discuss the comeback of this podcast, we were like, we have to put some accountability on, editing and making sure we're on top of it. So we're gonna be creating a pool of punishments that's gonna be in a jar. You'll see it in the next episode because clearly none of us got it prepared for this one. I don't even think that was a homework. Anyway, so the goal is not the goal. We're supposed to come up with 10 punishments. It could be anything. Definitely not harmful. It will be very controlled and making sure everyone is good. And we will record ourselves and then making the punishments. And then if it ever gets broken, the person on the next podcast will need to be taking the punishment on the next podcast. And this is like accountability for like editing or like releasing the video or content. Or even just unavailability for the month. If it's like really just like, girl, you just want to sleep, that's it. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah. We might have some punishments this year. We might not, if we're good, but we'll have a counter. And then I think in the end of the year, we need to see
whoever does the most
gets an even bigger punishment.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
And then we'll have someone else make the big punishment.
Okay, bad. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So if you want to see what happens,
comment any ideas.
Yeah, think about who you want it to be. Abigail. Monica. Not Karen. But if you want to see who gets the first punishment of the season and who ends up being the biggest loser at the end of the year, continue to watch our podcast or listen to our podcast on Spotify. Watch our podcast on YouTube if you want to see the visual effects because they're actually low-key kind of funny. I'm Karen. I was your host for today. Thank you for listening to our podcast for the first time of 2024 because it's been 2 years since our podcast has been on streaming platforms of some sort. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Okay, bye.